Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another tutorial. Just wanted to dip into the Jaclyn Hill palette. So this is what I done today. So if you want to know how I got this look, then you know what to do. Hi. I legit look like a clown right now, especially with my hair. Like I actually look like a clown. Okay, so I was initially going to do my eyes first. It's the fact that I do have my eyebrows already done and my base laid down and concealer and stuff. I'm just going to do my face makeup first and then just jump onto the eyes. So the first product I'm going to take is the e.l.f. Natural Glow Lotion. I'm just going to use this product just to act as like my base slash primer. I absolutely love this stuff. I've actually used it in a tutorial once before, I think. Like, this stuff literally just seems to just awaken your skin. Like, it just gives your skin like such a glow and a sheen. For foundation, I'm going to go back to the Rude Cosmetics Double Trouble foundation. So if you're familiar with my channel, you would know that I done a review with Rude Cosmetics not that long ago, and I absolutely love this foundation. So yeah, that's just a wee update as to I still love and use the foundation. I use the shade Ivory. I'm just going to blend this out with just a Tarte Beauty sponge. I'm talking about foundations, I'm going to give you a wee update on the Makeup Revolution foundation. So obviously if you have seen that video, I was basically still on the fence by the end of the video. Like, I didn't hate it, I didn't love it, but it was just okay. I filmed that video on the Friday, so then on the Saturday I wore that foundation again. My opinion has literally stayed the same. Like, I don't hate it and I don't love it, it's just alright. It's just an alright foundation. My hair keeps sticking to my face. It is going up out of the bloody way. I hate doing my makeup with my hair all up, by the way. It makes me look like a right knob. For concealer, I'm just going to use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and this is in the shade Swan. So I first off want to apologise that I'm not doing a Disney Villains look today. I think I'll give it a break for like a day or so. I want a wee bit of like a mixture of content on my channel, like at the minute, just in case like there's some of you guys that aren't actually interested in that. I'm just kind of wanting to cater for everybody really. So to set that, I'm just going to use the Colourpop No Filter setting powder. I've actually never used this before, so this is a wee bit of a first impressions. I love setting powders. Apparently Jeffree Star is coming out with a setting powder. Okay, so it's just in one of those wee like whole dispenser things, so I'm just gonna have to... Last night I actually went through every single one of my Disney Villain videos so far, and I went through every single one of the comments to actually get ideas off you guys to see if any of these had left any comments in regards to any Disney villains that I could do, and I literally got all of them. So if any one of you have asked me to do one, I'm doing it. Now is just basically like planning what I'm going to do with each. The colours is obviously easy, but it's actually coming up with an idea and an eye makeup look to coordinate those shades. That's always the hardest bit, but I suppose that's when you have to get creative. I'm just going to go and set the rest of my face with this Technic Superfine Translucent Powder. And I just like to take this just on a Makeup Addiction Cosmetics big fluffy brush. Okay, so now jumping on to highlighter, I'm just going to use this wee highlighter from Shop Miss A. Is it Shop Miss A? And this is the AOA Studio Wonder Baked Highlighter. I have used this so much, and this is only $1, this wee highlighter. It's absolutely incredible. But I do use two highlighters, so therefore I just use this as like a base highlighter, and then I go on with another one, a more intense one obviously. And I'm sure some of you can probably guess what highlighter it is. Colourpop Flexitarian. I love these highlighters. And I always like to take like just the tiniest wee bit, and I don't like to go quite light with them. I kind of go quite dense. I kind of find like the denser I kind of go with my brush, and kind of like the heavier I go, it kind of is just melting it into the skin, so it's not as thick and chunky. I think this might sound a wee bit weird, but there is such a thing as wearing too much highlighter and you're just left with these two big landing strips. So I always like to make sure that it's all diffused and melted into the skin. So this is also a $1 blush, and it's by the brand Starry. I don't know, but these are literally the most pigmented blushers I have ever used in my life. Because these ones here are super intense, I always like to just go for this shade here, and I literally dunk my brush in twice and tap off literally everything. So I just like to go over just like the apples of my cheeks. Kind of just like to bring that like up and over the highlight as well. Oh. Just really blend that out. Then for bronzer, I'm just going to use the Maybelline Face Shadow Bronzer in the shade 01 Blondes. Weird. Okay, so because I'm crazy and reckless and don't give a shit, I'm just going to go in with some more highlighter. I didn't highlight my nose. Oh my god. Like, I sometimes actually do go a wee bit overboard highlight my nose, but I don't care. Like, I even highlight my nostrils. Like, I'll just literally highlight the whole fucking thing. Switching it up as I always do, I'm just going to go and do my lips first, and I'm using the Primark lip pencil in the shade Toffee. Yep, Toffee. So it's something I've actually always wanted to ask you guys. Obviously I'm from Northern Ireland, so we call Primark over here Primark, but if you're English, and sometimes I would notice Irish people would call Primark Primark. It just sounds so wrong. Like, I know it's spelled P-R-I. So I was just actually wanting to ask you, like, every time I say Primark, does it ever annoy you that you think I'm saying it wrong? Because to me, I'm not saying it wrong. I suppose down south as well, like the south of Ireland, they actually call Primark pennies, which that absolutely boggles me as well, to be honest. But I remember a couple of years ago, me and Kyle were on a road trip down south, and we stopped off at Limerick and we went to the pennies there, and like it was alright, it was pretty average. It was just like the one that we have up in Derry. But I mean, the spawn of Satan served me. Like, the devil herself served me. Like, she was the biggest bitch I have ever encountered and had to stand in front of in all my days. It was just like, do you want a bag? You know, and like whenever someone is really nasty like that to me and just hasn't got any customer service skills whatsoever, I am over nice to them. So I'm just like, yes please, thank you. And like, I had paid by card and everything that day, so it wasn't as if I needed to get any change or anything, and she literally just like flung me my receipt like on the counter, and it was just like, and I was just like, thank you so much. You know, but you just feel like saying to people like that, like, oh, are we having a bad day? And I'm also using a Primark lipstick, and this is the Matte Long Last lipstick. That doesn't necessarily make sense to me, so I'm just going to call it the Matte Long Lasting lipstick, and this is in the shade Almost There. We are doing a throwback today. If you have been following me from the very beginning, since I done my makeup tutorials, in that corner, I used to live for this lipstick. I wore it all the time. And like, it is matte, but it's a creamy matte. Like, the formula of this lipstick is just absolutely incredible. As far as I know, they have discontinued these. I remember whenever these first came out and I tried them and I loved them. Every time I went to Primark, I bought these in bulk, basically. So for eyeshadows today, the only palette I'm going to be using is the Jaclyn Hill original palette, but there's going to be another shade that I'm going to be using, and I absolutely love this shade for like a transition to like warm my transition up a bit, and this is, my nails are so goddamn long, and this is Desert Sands by Makeup Geek. Yeah, I didn't actually buy this, I stole this off my wee sister. So if you're watching. I'm just going to take a mixture between these two shades at the very top of the palette. I've actually noticed that I actually zoom in really close whenever I'm doing my eye makeup, by the way, Let me know if you like that or not, because sometimes I find that whenever I'm actually editing through it, it's kind of like, holy shit. God, Emma. People can see into your soul. But I've actually noticed as well, like, because I'm zoomed in so much that it actually focuses on my nail. Let me know if you actually like the fact that I zoom in quite a bit. I just like to do it so you can actually see what I'm doing. So yeah, just the Kylie Jenner blending brush. I actually got this with one of her palettes and I absolutely love this brush to blend out a transition shade. Because I blend my transition shade out like crazy, this is the perfect brush for me because it's so big and fluffy. Like if I actually put myself into slow motion whenever I'm blending out a transition shade, like I actually end up going over my eyebrow as well. Like I just go, like I go crazy. I go crazy. So now I'm just going to go into the Desert Sands eyeshadow by Makeup Geek. Like if you have this palette at home, you could always go into this shade and this shade here from the Jaclyn Hill palette. But this shade from Makeup Geek is literally in between the two shades. As you can see, it's a wee bit lighter. And as you can see, it's kind of the same, but in person it's not, trust me. So I'm just going to be taking this Makeup Geek shade just on a Ciara Daly brush. It doesn't have a name. So with that transition shade, I was putting that in my upper crease, whereas with this shade here, I'm just placing this in my actual crease. So I'm going to make this look quite smoky. So I'm going to try not to be scared to bring it out. Just kind of like maneuver your shadow just to basically where you want it to go. This shade here, second one up from the bottom, third row in, yeah, just on a ruby blending brush. This is probably one of my favourite blending brushes of all time. Just one of those blending brushes that I just think that everybody needs, to be honest, because like it is the perfect size, like it is absolutely perfect, but then it has got like the point at the top, so it's quite tapered, but it is just so fluffy and soft. Like it's just so soft and flexible, like there's a lot of movement in it, and I just find that with this blending brush, like you do not need to put in a lot of blending work. It does it for you because it is so densely packed, and the bristles just basically do the blending work for you. So now for my last colour, I'm just going to use this dark brown shade. I'm just going to be using this on the exact same brush. This is the Ruby blending brush. So with this darker shade, I'm just going to pack just on the outer corner and kind of bringing it in towards my lash line and then blending. I'm mainly focusing at the dark brown just on the outer edge of my eye, but then I'm blending it in. I'm just going to take that Makeup Geek shade one more time. I'm going to take it on the exact same Kylie Jenner brush, but I'm just going to use the shorter side just for my lower lash line. Okay, so I'm just going to take that dark brown shade again and just the end of the Kylie brush. I'm just going to run that just along my lower lash line. So for liquid liner today, I'm just going to use the NYX matte liner. This is actually running out, so I'm just trying to use it up. For mascara today, I am throwing it real back. So this is the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. I remember that this was the very first mascara I ever bought. Like 13 years ago. Would it have been? Like 11, 12, 13 years ago. Okay, so then for eyelashes today, I'm just going to be using T lashes as per usual, and these are in the style Venice. I do have a discount code down below for you guys, you know. Okay guys, so this is the completed makeup look. I really don't know how it actually got here, but I suppose I'm wearing a Guns N' Roses t-shirt. My hair is pretty rocking right now. So obviously a dark grungy smoky eye really goes with this look, so I ain't mad. I am mad. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Everything that I use in this video will be listed down below, and don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much. They will also be linked and listed down below. I hope to see you guys all in my next video.